Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rachai Kodesh. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And today we're going to go into the book of First Maccabees, the 15th chapter. Moreover, Antiochus, the son of Demetrius, the king, sent letters from the isles of the sea unto Simon, the priest and prince of the Jews, and to all the people. Now, this Antiochus, if we look up here, Demetrius, let's see. So Demetrius the second, Nicator, his son, Antiochus the eighth, Grippus, is the one here that is referring to. Okay, there's not really much good information about him, but that's him in secular history here. So he sends a letter. It says the contents whereof were these: King Antiochus to Simon the high priest, the prince of his nation, and to the people of the Jews, greeting. For as much as certain pestilent men have usurped the kingdom of our fathers, and my purpose is to challenge it again, that I may restore it to the old estates, and to that end have gathered a multitude of foreign soldiers together and prepared ships of war. So he's saying, look, I'm here to take back the kingdom that, these wicked men have taken from my forefathers. My meaning also being to go through the country that I may be avenged of them that have destroyed it and made many cities in the kingdom desolate in the Seleucid Empire. Now therefore I confirm unto thee all the obligations which the kings before me granted thee, and whatsoever gifts besides they granted. So he's basically saying everything that they gave you before, I'm not going to do anything different, right? I'm going to confirm that. I give thee leave also to coin money for thy country with thine own stamp. And as concerning Jerusalem and the sanctuary, let them be free, and all the armor that thou hast made, and fortresses that thou hast built, and keepest in thy hands, let them remain unto thee. If anything... Okay, so verse 8. And if anything be or shall be owing to the king, let it be forgiven thee from this time forth forevermore. Furthermore, when we have obtained our kingdom, we will honor thee and thy nation and thy temple with great honor, so that your honor shall be known throughout the world. So he's speaking all these good things. Look, we're going to, whatever it is, you forget. If you owe anything, it's all good now. If there's anything that you need, we got you. In the 114th year went Antiochus into the land of his fathers, at which time all the forces came together unto him, so that few were left unto Tryphon. So they basically left Tryphon's ass, came to Antiochus here, the 7th, the 8th, right? Where 11, wherefore being pursued by King Antiochus, he fled to Dora, which lieth by the seaside. That is Tryphon who fled. For he saw that troubles came upon him all at once, and that his forces had forsaken him. Then camped Antiochus against Dora, having with him 120,000 men of war, and 8,000 horsemen. And when he had compassed the city round about, and joined ships close to the town on the seaside, he vexed the city by land and by sea, neither suffered he any to go out or in. So he basically blocked this guy in from land and sea. In the mean season came Numenius and his company. So meanwhile, while that was going on, Numenius and his company from Rome, having letters to the kings and countries, wherein were written these things. So remember, they were ambassadors sent from Simon to the Romans, right, and the Lacedaemonians. So when they came back, they brought these letters. Lucius, consul of the Romans, unto King Ptolemy, greeting. The Jews' ambassadors, our friends and confederates, came unto us to renew the old friendship and league, being sent from Simon the high priest, and from the people of the Jews. And they brought a shield of gold of 1,000 pounds. We thought it good, therefore, to write unto the kings and the countries, that they should do them no harm, nor fight against them, their cities or countries, nor yet aid their enemies against them. It seemed also good to us to receive the shield of them. If therefore there be any pestilent fellows that have fled from their country unto you, deliver them unto Simon the high priest, that he may punish them according to their own laws. So if there's anybody in there, any wicked Israelites amongst your people, deliver them to Simon. Let him deal with them. The same things wrote he likewise unto Demetrius the king, and Attalus, and Ariarthes, and Asarces, and unto all the countries to Sampsames, and the Lacedaemonians, and to Delos, and Mindus, and Sicyon, and Caria, and Samos, and Pamphylia, and Lycia, and Helicarnassus, and Rhodus, and Aridus, and Cos, and Side, and Aridus, and Gortinia, and Snidus, and Cyprus, and Cyrene. And the copy hereof they wrote to Simon the high priest. So Antiochus the king camped against Dora. So now it goes back to Antiochus, who's going after Tryphon. Camped against Dora the second day, assaulting it continually and making engines, by which, that is, siege tools, by which he shut up Tryphon, that he could neither go out nor in. At that time, Simon sent him 2,000 chosen men to aid him, silver also and gold and much armor. So Simon went to aid Antiochus here. Nevertheless, he would not receive them, but break all the covenants which he had made with him afore, and became strange unto him. Dude just came in there saying all these good things, and then all of a sudden, now he's enemies with us. Furthermore, he sent unto him Athenobius, one of his friends, to commune with him, and say, Ye withhold Joppa and Gazara, with the town that is in Jerusalem, which are cities of my realm. He's saying, you guys have basically taken my territory, and I want it back. The borders thereof ye have wasted, and done great hurt in the land, and got the dominion of many places within my kingdom. Now therefore deliver the cities which ye have taken, and the tributes of the places. So all the tributes they owe me, give me that too. Whereof ye have gotten dominion without the borders of Judea. So all the cities outside Judea that you got to give them up to me. Or else give me for them 500 talents of silver, and for the harm that ye have done, and the tributes of the cities, other 500 talents. This guy's out of his mind. If not, we will come and fight against you. So Athenobius, the king's friend, came to Jerusalem, and when he saw the glory of Simon, and the cupboard of gold and silver plate, and his great attendance, he was astonished, and told him the king's message. Then answered Simon and said unto him, We have neither taken other men's land, nor holden that which appertaineth to others, but the inheritance of our fathers, which our enemies had wrongfully in possession a certain time. So he's saying the lands we have is ours by inheritance. Others took it over wrongfully for a period of time, but we just took back what was ours. Wherefore we, having opportunity, hold the inheritance of our fathers. And whereas thou demandest Joppa and Gazara, albeit they did great harm unto the people in our country, yet we will give thee 100 talents for them. Hereunto Athenobius answered him not a word. So he's saying, you know what? Even though Joppa and Gazara did harm to us, we'll give you 100 talents for them, for those cities. So this guy, Athenobius, returns back, verse 36, but returned in a rage to the king, and made report unto him of these speeches, and of the glory of Simon, and of all that he had seen, whereupon the king was exceedingly wroth. He said, these guys are talking about that's theirs by inheritance. Man, you should have seen the riches they had over there, and they must have gotten real comfortable. In the meantime fled Tryphon by ship unto Arthosius. Then the king made Sendebius captain of the seacoast, and gave him an host of footmen and horsemen, and commanded him to remove his host towards Judea. Also he commanded him to build up Cedron, and to fortify the gates, and to war against the people. But as for the king himself, he pursued Tryphon. So Antiochus pursued Tryphon. He sent somebody to go basically against Judea to fight against them. So Sendebius came to Jamnia and began to provoke the people and invade Judea, and to take the people prisoner and slay them. And when he had built up Cedru, he set horsemen there and an host of footmen, to the end that issuing out they might make outroads upon the ways of Judea. So he basically set troops over there to patrol, and to outlook at the roads of Judea, to have that control, basically to lock it down, as the king had commanded him. And that brings us to the end of the book of 1 Maccabees, the 15th chapter. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Bracha Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.